Hello student, today we will discuss about our next topic, intrusion threats, phishing and hacking. Also we will see the how to identify phishing scam. Before learn to that different point, we will discuss about the topics that we have already covered in last session, that software threat, hardware threats are there, and the main three definitions were there. Today we will memorize that three definitions: viruses, trojans and worms. Again, you can see over your screen the three definitions. You can see very clearly that computer worms, computer viruses and trojan horses. The second image will show you the definitions of the related different points. You can see over there. This is the difference, this image showing the difference of that of viruses, worms and trojans. So right now we will discuss the point intrusion threats. Just like malicious software, unauthorized human trying can pose a serious threat. It generally results in giving illegal access to the confidential data. It, in addition, important files are corrupted or deleted due to the illegal access to the system. Illegal access, that means the person who is not legally visiting to that system, or who is illegal person or illegal machine that can be accessing, that is trying to access your own data with the help of different procedures. The different procedures we will see in the next point, but intrusion type of threats we can see that the unauthorized person can access the data with the unauthorized manner. We will see differently in the following different methods. First method is hacking. The hacking process, you can see the image of the person is very funny image. The person is looking like a don. We can say a person is a hacker. He is stealing your data. He is thief of your personal data. We will see in your textbook the definition of hacking, or the process of hacking tells to us. See in your book. This is a method by which a user accesses a computer in the network for which he is not authorized. A person is authorizing can easily access the computer, but person who is unauthorized person cannot access the computer. But if a person that is accessing the computer without authorization, he is called the hacker. A hacker need not necessarily end up corrupting any file or damaging the file system, but he may entry into the system against the wishes of the system administrator and get illegal access to the files. He do not get the permission from the person or the administrator. He directly enter into the system and directly access the data instead of getting permission from the administrator. Hacking is the dangerous, especially in scenarios like a defense department network where the hacker ends up getting easy access to the confidential data. So many computers using different people's has their own data is in the personal manner, because no one can access the data easily. No one has the authority to access the data without getting the permission from the authorized person. But hacker is the person who do not get the permission from the administrator. He directly enter into the system and access the data in the illegal manner. So it is very dangerous in some system. Like in defense system, there is availability of different type of confidential data is there. So hacker can be easily access that type of data. So nowadays there is a different type of securing of data, different type of securities provided for the data in the different manner. Hacking is the two type. It is good way or it can be through the bad way. The number of bad way person is more than the person using hacking process in the good way. So we can clearly say that the system should be very prompt from accessing the data by the hacker. For that you should have to give the specific password or some specific username system, or you should keep the data very securely and don't tell the password to another person and keep it at the secured level. See that another definition: phishing. This is the process in which the user get access to sensitive information like credit card detail, bank account detail, username and password. This is done by sending email or instant message. For example, imagine that user is send a fake email with a bank address asking him to verify his detail online. The link is given in the email would be directly him to fake website that looks like a legitimate one. The user may be unaware about the authenticity of the site, as it takes tremendous skill and observation power to distinguish between the fake website and the real one. He ends up entering the sensitive information thinking it is the website of his bank. The information entered by him thus reaches to the wrong hand.